Hi, this is Maria McGuire, and in this video we're going to solve the problem called updating Monica's daycare. Now the first step to any problem is to read it out loud very carefully. So here it goes. Monica owns a daycare that can accommodate 30 toddlers. Monica wants to redesign the outside play area to make it more fun and safe for the children in her care. Monica wants to cover the entire play area with puzzle foam mats, except for the area under the circular wading pool, the square sandbox, and the triangular sprinkler base. Each foam mat is square and covers 1 square meter, and they come in packs of 25 for $211. Monica wants to add a sprinkler in the corner of the play area for kids to walk under in order to cool down on hot days. The base of the sprinkler area will be a right isosceles triangle. The total play area is 16 meters by 6 meters. The puzzle foam mats come in 1 meter by 1 meter squares. Since Monica last renovated the children's play area, new safety regulations have been put in place that she needs to comply with. Now I'm going to skip to the part where it has us show our work. And I'll let you read the rest of the problem yourself. So the first part says fencing around the wading pool. Fencing around wading pool. So it asks us for the length of fencing required, the area of the pool, and the cost of fencing. Okay, so first let's draw a picture of the pool. So the radius is 2.5 meters. Okay. And then around that pool, we have to have a fence that is 1 meter away from the pool. So that's going to be 1 meter. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is find the length of the fencing required. So if this is the fence, then we need to find the circumference of that circle. And the formula for the circumference of a circle is C equals 2 pi r. And that is going to be 2 pi, and then r, the radius is going to be 2.5 plus 1, which is going to be 3.5. And pi, of course, is 3.14, so it's going to be 2 times 3.14 times 3.5. Now take a minute to solve that yourself. So that gives us 21.98 meters. Okay, so the length of that is the length of the fencing required. And it also asks us for the area of the pool. So the area of a circle is pi r squared. So that's going to be pi times 2.5 squared, if that's the pool right there. So that is going to be 3.14 times 2.5 times 2.5. So take a minute to solve that. And if you got 19.625, you are right. Okay, so that is square meters. So the area of the pool I'm going to bring this down to here. So the area of the pool is 19.625 meters squares, and we're going to need this for the final step of the problem. Okay, and the cost of fencing So fencing costs $20 a meter, and she needs to buy 21.98 meters. So that means she's going to need to buy 22 meters. So that's 22 times 20, because it's $20 a meter. And that's going to give us, take a minute to solve that. And if you got $440, then you're right. Okay, so that's the first part of the problem, fencing around the wading pool. Now, the second part of the problem is the sandbox. It asks us for the area of the sandbox cover. So let's draw a picture. The sandbox is a square, and it is 1.5 meters by 1.5 meters. But in order to find the area of the cover, we need to remember that the cover has to overhang 20 centimeters on each side of the square. So the cover is going to look like this. So let's convert 1.5 meters to centimeters. So that's going to be 150 centimeters. And so each side is going to be 20 centimeters and plus 20 centimeters. So the length of one edge of the cover is going to be 150 plus 20 plus 20. So this would be 190 centimeters, which is another way of saying 1.9 meters. Because we move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Okay, so the area of the sandbox cover is going to be 1.9 times 1.9. Take a second to do that calculation. And if you got 3.61 square meters, you're right. And this part of the problem also asks us for the cost of the sandbox cover. Okay. So the problem tells us that 1 meter of cover is $12.49. So we are going to need to buy 4 meters of cover. So we're going to go 4, because I don't think you can buy less than a meter. 4 meters times $12.49. Take a minute to solve that. And if you got $49.96, you are right. Now, the third part of the problem deals with the sprinkler area. Okay, so it wants us to find out the area of the sprinkler base. So let's draw a picture. Area of sprinkler base. So it tells us that each side of the isosceles right triangle is 2 meters by 2 meters. And since it's a right triangle, then it's really easy to solve the area. So we just go 2 meters times 2 meters divided by 2. Because if it were a square, it would just be, the area would be 2 meters times 2 meters. But since it's only half of that area of the square, then we're going to divide by 2. So we're going to go 2 times 2 divided by 2, and that gives us 2 square meters. Now it wants us to find the cost of the non-skid flooring. So it tells us that 1 square meter of non-skid flooring costs $6.99. So we're going to go $6.99 times 2. Take a second to solve that. If you got $13.98, you are right. We're almost done with the problem. Okay, foam puzzle mats. Now here, let's draw a picture of the play area. So we need to find the area to be covered by foam puzzle mats. So I'm going to draw a picture of the outdoor play area. This is 6 meters by 16 meters. Here is the wading pool. If we go back to our first page, it tells us that the wading pool is 19.625 square meters. And the sandbox now I'm not going to use the area of the cover because we would think that the foam mats would go up all the way to the edge of the sandbox. So I'm just going to use the 1.5 meters for the sandbox. So that tells us that the area of the sandbox is 1.5 times 1.5. And that gives us 2.25 square meters. And then the sprinkler area is 2 square meters. So in order to find out the area to be covered by foam puzzle mats, all we need to do is find the area of the entire rectangle minus this, minus this, minus this. So that's going to be 6 times 16 minus 19.625 plus 2.25 plus 2. And take a minute to do the arithmetic. And that gives us 72.125 square meters. Now we need to find the cost. So this right here is the area. Now the cost. If you go back to the beginning of the problem, it tells us that the foam puzzle mats are sold in packs of 25 for $211. So if they're sold in packs of 25, then we're going to need 3 packs, because 3 packs of 25 will give us 7 pieces of the mat, 75 pieces, and 75 pieces will be more than enough to cover 72.125 square meters. Okay, so if we need 3 packs, that's going to be 3 times $211. And 3 times $211 is $633. Okay, we are almost done. Okay, and the final part is the total material cost. Okay, so all we need to do in order to find the total material cost is to add up the prices of all the materials. So the foam puzzle mats were $633. And then the sprinklers were $13, or the flooring rather. The flooring is $13.98. So the non-skid flooring and the sandbox cover is going to cost Monica $49.96. Sandbox cover. And then the fencing around the wading pool was $440. And that's all. So now we add up all of these dollar costs and take a minute to do that and tell me what you got. So the total is $1,136.94. And I'm going to check my work just to make sure I did it right. It's always a good idea to check everything twice. And I got the same answer again. So $1,000, 136 cents, and sorry, $1,000 and $136.94. So that is the total cost to update Monica's daycare. Hope you found this video helpful. Have a good day.